So I recently submitted a personal essay to Dr. Miyavi Shields for her second edition of the her High Hopes book, which is about neurodivergency, being a stoner scientist, things like that. And she was accepting personal testimonies in regards to the different chapters and segments of her book. I didn't get the green light that my piece was selected, but I'm still very proud of it, and I'm proud to share it with you guys. So I was a hurricane before I knew what the word meant. At 4, my mind spun in ways no child could understand. They called it bipolar disorder with psychotic features. By 8, I was cycling through medications: lithium, Geodon, Abilify, Haldol. Doses raised, prescriptions swapped, one drug replacing another. Each adjustment was meant to help, but nothing settled the storm under the surface. By 12, they called it schizoaffective bipolar disorder, and the hospitalizations began, many for weeks at a time. I was too much to handle, not worth the hassle. It became easier to hide the chaos inside of me than to seek help, only to face more drugs, more labels, more isolation. I became a high functioning schizophrenic, pretending, surviving, holding it all together so no one could see how broken I was on the inside. I didn't look crazy. I didn't sound psychotic. I became the woman who could keep it all together on the outside, pass my classes, hold a job, seem stable, but only by masking what was happening inside. The harder I tried to keep the mask in place, the harder I crashed. The label of high functioning was a cruel one. It was meant I could hide it well, but it didn't mean that I wasn't drowning. And so I learned to manage it all by myself, self medicating with the same pharmaceuticals that numbed me, but didn't heal me. It wasn't about getting better. It was about making it to tomorrow again and again. By 24, I was past the end of my rope. I asked for a lobotomy, anything to silence the voices. And when that wasn't an option, I began electroconvulsive therapy treatments. More than 75 treatments, each one erasing a piece of me and none of them bringing peace. I was 25 when I first used cannabis, not to escape, but to survive on my own terms. It gave me room to breathe, to think, to exist without drowning. But then the schizophrenia had been with me for over 2 decades. Cannabis didn't trigger it. And instead, it's become the strongest tool that allows me to manage what's already there, giving me control over my mind when nothing else has. Cannabis doesn't silence the noise. It puts a thick buffer in place, dampening the voices and the alarms. And it creates the space that I need to breathe and to give me control over my life in a way that no pill has ever done. Now, when I hear high functioning, I don't see it as a mask anymore. I see it as a woman who knows her limits, honors her needs, and finds the best tools to live. I use cannabis not to escape, but to create space. Space in my mind to think, to breathe, and to feel in control. It doesn't silence the chaos. It lets me feel it and still move forward. High functioning doesn't mean hiding anymore. It means embracing the truth of who I am without shame and without apology. I am high functioning, not because I can pass, but because I don't have to.